Welcome to the second lecture of biochemistry of nucleic acid. In first lecture we have seen the structure of purine and pyrimidine. Now we will see the structure of DNA and RNA which are formed from that purine and pyrimidine nucleotide bases. The DNA was first isolated and characterized by Friedrich Mischer in 1868. He found out that DNA is a phosphorus containing substance. He given the name nuclein. After that, Irving Chargaff and his colleagues found out that the four nucleotide bases are repeatedly occur in DNA in different ratios in different organisms. The base composition of DNA generally varies from one species to another species, but the DNA isolated from different tissues of same species of having same base composition. Means if you isolate the DNA from different tissues of same species, or if you isolate the DNA from different tissues from same organism, the DNA composition will be same, but it will be vary from one species to another species. The base composition of DNA in given species, it does not change with that species organism, age, nutritional state or environmental conditions. In all cellular DNA, regardless of species, the number of adenine nucleotides are equal to number of thymine nucleotide, and number of guanine nucleotide is equal to the number of cytosine nucleotide. Means whatever the number of adenine found in particular DNA, equal number of thymine will found, and whatever the number of guanine will be present in DNA, equal amount of cytosine is also will be present. The sum of purine residues equal to the sum of pyrimidine residues. That means adenine plus guanine equal to thymine plus cytosine. This quantitative relationship also called Chargaff's base pair rule. The DNA, out of DNA and RNA structure, first we will see the DNA structure. So DNA occurs as a double helical structure form. DNA is a polymer of deoxyribonucleotides. It is composed of monomeric unit of deoxyadenylate called DAMP, deoxyguanylate called DGMP, deoxycytidylate represented by DCMP, and deoxythymidylate represented by DTMP. The double helical structure of DNA was first proposed by James Watson and Francis Crick in 1953, and for that they won the Nobel Prize. The elucidation of DNA structure is considered as a milestone in the era of modern biology. Then we will see what are the silent features of Watson and Crick models of DNA. So they said that DNA is right-handed double helical twisted around each other on common axis. Means DNA is right hand and it contains two strands which are twisted around each other on the common axis. Out of these two strands, one is run from 5' to 3' direction, whereas other is run from 3' to 5' direction. So these two strands are anti-parallel in nature. The diameter of the double helix structure is 20 angstrom or 2 nanometer. Each turn of helix is having distance 34 angstrom. In that one helix, it contains 10 pair of nucleotide, each pair placed at the distance of about 3.4 angstrom unit. The hydrophilic deoxyribose phosphate is from the backbone. Means phosphate and deoxyribose sugar present on the outside portion of that double helix, whereas hydrophobic bases are present inside of that double helical structure. The two polynucleotide chain are complementary to each other due to base pairing of purine and pyrimidine. The two strands of this double helical structure are held together by hydrogen bond, whereas backbone is held together by phosphodiester bond. The adenine and thymine pair has a 2 hydrogen bond, while guanine and cytosine has a 3 hydrogen bond. Therefore, guanine and cytosine bond is stronger by about 50% than bond between adenine and thymine. The hydrogen bonds are formed between purines and pyrimidines only, not between purine or pyrimidine. The content of adenine is equal to that of thymine because adenine pair with thymine only, and guanine's number equal to number of cytosine, which proves the Chargaff base pair rule. Out of these two strands, the genetic information which reside on one strand, that strand is called template strand or sense strand, whereas the opposite strand is called anti-sense strand. When these two strands form the helix, due to that helix, it forms the major groove and minor grooves. The protein mostly interact with the DNA at these major grooves and minor grooves without disturbing the base pair and double helix structure of DNA. Here we can see the structure of DNA. Here there is a one strand and this is the another strand. It is formed the double helical structure where they are twisting to each other. This is form the turns, which is having the length of 34 angstrom, and the distance between each nucleotide base is 3.4 angstrom. Here the phosphodiester bond form the backbone, whereas this is hydrophilic in nature, phosphate bond plus ribose sugar or deoxyribose sugar, whereas hydrophobic bases which present inside of that double helical structure where they are linked together by hydrogen bond. Between guanine and cytosine it forms the 3 hydrogen bond, and between adenine and thymine it forms the 2 hydrogen bond. So Watson and Crick, they demonstrated the double helical structure of DNA. But DNA can occur in different form, in other 3-dimensional form also. DNA is remarkably flexible molecule. Due to considerable rotation, it is possible around the sugar and phosphate backbone. The thermal fluctuation can produce bending, stretching and unpairing of that double strand helical structure. Many significant deviations from Watson-Crick structure are found in cellular DNA. Some or all of which may be important in the metabolism of DNA. The structural variation in DNA reflect 3 things: the different possible conformation of deoxyribose, rotation about phosphodeoxyribose backbone, and free rotation about C1 of ribose sugar and N-glycosyl bond. Watson structure is also referred as beta form of DNA or beta DNA. The beta form of DNA is the most stable structure under physiological condition or in aqueous condition. Other structural variants are A form and Z form. Whereas out of this A and Z form, A form is favored in many solutions which are relatively devoid of water, means dehydrated condition. A form is favored, or A form is formed from DNA. Some short stretches of DNA occur in both bacteria and eukaryotic DNA. The comparison between A, B and Z form of DNA. So A form of DNA is right-handed, B form of DNA is also right-handed, whereas Z form of DNA is left-handed. The diameter of A form, B form and Z form are 26 angstrom, 20 angstrom and 18 angstrom respectively. Then the glycosyl bond conformation is anti in A form, anti in beta form, and anti for pyrimidine and syn for purine in Z form. If you see, the diameter of A form is larger but its length is shorter, whereas diameter of Z form is smaller, but its length is more than beta form and A form of DNA. The sequence dependent structural variation found in larger chromosome, they may affect the function and metabolism of DNA in segment. Now we will see the different form of DNA. First is bent DNA. Bends occur in DNA helix whenever there will be the 4 or more adenosine residue appear sequentially in one strand. If 6 adenosine residue are found in a row continuously one after other, it bends the DNA about 18 degree. Bending may be important in the binding of some protein to DNA. Then triple stranded DNA. It occurs due to additional hydrogen bond formed between the bases. Here thymine selectively forms 2 Hooksteen hydrogen bonds. This thymine is binds with the adenine of AT pair to form TAT, triple helical structure. Similarly, protonated cytosine also form 2 hydrogen bond with guanine of guanine cytosine pair, result in formation of CGC. This triple helical structure is less stable than double helical structure because 3 negatively charged backbone of this strand in triple helical structure result in the increased electrostatic repulsion. Therefore, this triple helical structure is less stable than double helical structure. Here we can see there are one strand and second strand. This is double helical structure. Out of that, third helical structure is bind with the adenine and guanine. But due to increased electrostatic repulsion, this structure is less stable. Then after 3 stranded of DNA, we will see the 4 stranded DNA. The polynucleotides which are having high content of guanine can form the tetrameric structure. They are also called as a G quadrate. These structures are planar and connected by Hooksteen hydrogen bonds. The ends of eukaryotic chromosome called telomers are rich in guanine, and this structure forms the tetraplex structure. Telomers become the also target for the anti-cancer therapies. These are the tetraplex structure. This is showing the parallel form having 3 prime strand on one side, whereas in anti-parallel strand in G quadrate structure 3 prime and 5 prime strand are in same direction. Then units for the length of DNA. DNA molecule are having large size or huge size. Therefore, the beta DNA with thickness of 3.34 nanometer has average molecular weight of 660 Dalton. For the length of DNA, double stranded structure is considered. The length is expressed in the form of base pair and counter length. Again, other units which are used for the measurement of DNA are kilobase pair, megabase pair and gigabase pair. 1 kilobase pair is equal to 1000 base pair, 1 megabase pair is equal to 1000 kilobase pair, and 1 gigabase pair is equal to 1000 megabase pair. The length of RNA is measured in the form of bases or nucleotide, whereas length of DNA is measured in the form of nucleotide base pairs, whereas in RNA only bases. The counter length represents the total length of genomic DNA present in cell. The length of human genomic DNA in cell is about 2 meters long. The genomic DNA may exist in linear or circular form inside the cell. DNA in bacteria mostly exists as a closed circle, means circular form. Again, mitochondria and chloroplast DNA present in eukaryotic cell also present in the form of circular DNA, whereas chromosomal DNA in higher organism are mostly in the linear form. Individual human chromosome DNA are variable in size. The smallest chromosome contain about 34 megabase pair DNA, while largest chromosome contain 263 megabase pair DNA. Then denaturation of DNA strand. Separation of polynucleotide double-stranded structure into single-stranded means breakdown of hydrogen bond, called denaturation of DNA. This phenomenon results in a loss of helical structure of DNA is known as denaturation. In this denaturation, disruption of hydrogen bond takes place, which result in the separation of polynucleotide strand into two different strands. Along with temperature, change in pH result in the denaturation. In denaturation, phosphodiester bonds are not broken, only hydrogen bond get broken. The loss of helical structure can be measured by increase in absorption at 260 nanometer in spectrophotometer. So here we see this is the double helical structure which are bind by hydrogen bond. When you increase the temperature or change in pH, the hydrogen bond between two strands broken result in a denaturation. If you either revert the temperature or make the pH condition as it is, then again annealing will be takes place. From this denatured DNA, again double stranded structure will form. Or if you increase the temperature continuously or change the pH continuously, the double stranded structure will be separated into two single strand of DNA. Then melting temperature or TM. The temperature at which half of the helical structure of DNA is lost is called, the temperature at which half of the double helical structure is lost is called TM of that particular DNA. Due to 3 hydrogen bond present between guanine and cytosine base pair, these base pair are more stable than adenine and thymine base pair which contain only 2 hydrogen bonds. Therefore, melting temperature will be greater for the DNA which have higher content of guanine and cytosine. Formamide is the chemical which destabilizes the hydrogen bond of base pair and it helps in the lowering the melting temperature of DNA. This chemical is effectively used in the recombinant DNA experiment.